All right. I just want to talk about my experience with DripX, Rap Drip, Hustle Man Matt, Eric the Bandit, and the overall drip ecosystem so far, man. Uh, so I was in the voice chat earlier. I've seen every AMA. I watched a bunch of TitanX videos just to further educate myself. Mainly Ray from the Bartertown conglomerate and Stunner Breezy. Those are, the two people I watched because they're in the drip ecosystem and they were in TitanX. So for me, that's just and I can digest their information, right? So I got some information from those guys, and then I allocated some funds. I showed you guys the video from the other day, and I told you guys what my strategies would be. I had like one main one, and then I kind of had another strategy that I might do, and then I had like a third or fourth strategy that I probably will do. And what I ended up doing was like the third or fourth strategy. Initially, I was gonna buy DripX with Rap Drip and just stake it. That's actually I actually did the opposite. I only put $1,000 worth of BNB into the project, and I'm just saying BNB because it's uh you know blue chip native token to the Binance Smart Chain. But in reality, I used Rap Drip and BNB. All right, depending on the things that I what I wanted to fund. So I did two miners because remember I'm only working with $1,000 for this project. That's how much I was willing to spend. So if I lose it, then I'm not chasing people around. I'm not calling people names. I'm just gonna chalk it up as an L and keep it moving to the next thing. So with that $1,000, I bought two miners, and I bought DripX. So I bought or I sold BNB for Rap Drip, and I had about $250 worth of Rap Drip at the time. But people started selling. So that amount actually went down to like 120, 130. But I had already bought the DripX tokens before the price sunk even more. So the price of Rap Drip is not anything crazy low. It might be like 4 cents. Like you're gonna see guys in a Telegram. Oh my God, the price of Rap Drip is tanking, is plummeting. They use all these buzzwords, and that's basically saying that the price went down 1 cent. The price went down 2 cents. But if you guys aren't initiated or you don't have enough skin in the game, you're gonna let that scare you, because that's only gonna scare people. Because the average person just gonna go look at the price and say, okay, it went down 1 or 2 cents. If anything, that might be a discount. It might be, depending on the overall short, mid, and long term health of the Rap Drip token and the DripX token. So it just really depends. But I want to talk about. So now that we got the pre-funk 3 out of the way, I want to talk about my experience with the website and the launch. I think the launch was incredible. Yet and still, if you go into Telegram, you're gonna see, oh my God, I lost all my money. Dudes, I lost half my money. I put $30,000. Like, haven't you guys seen this on every single launch? It's every single launch I see somebody saying they lost it all. And you can look at the price. You can verify that the things they're saying is just not adding up. Because the price ain't went down. The price of DripX is up from where it was like 30 minutes ago. Even though it is fluctuating from like, this is like the peak of what I'm seeing. Like 3 zeros in the 4-3. It'll go from 3 zeros in the 4-3 down to like 3 zeros in the 1-9. Is what I've been seeing. As you can see. And these numbers update in real time, so I don't have to refresh the page. It just right, you see, it just changed. I did not refresh the page, and I like that. That everybody has their thing. I like when the stuff auto updates. I don't have to keep refreshing. But let's look at what I got. So some people are saying, "Oh, my miners aren't showing." the reason why your miners aren't showing after you've purchased them, if you purchased them the right way, is because you didn't click manage miners. Like this is the type of stuff that's happening right now. Click manage miners and you'll see your miners. So yes, I did the most now I don't really have a name that's going to be specifically for what I did. I just did 8-day miners. And let me explain why I did 8-day miners. So I bought one miner. The D rank is different because I bought this one maybe 10 minutes after the project's been live, and I bought this one like 30 minutes after because I was just looking at the price and looking at the Telegram or whatever. So I'm doing 8 days because my goal is to get my goal is to break even, and at these prices or at any decent price, even if the price were to go down, I'm not going to put a specific number, but let's just say here, this is what I'm gonna do. Let's talk about the percent. If the price, where the percent at? I'm tripping. Let me go back here. Let's go to ROI. So if the ROI, let's say ROI is at 8,400%, which is I can't comprehend that because I've never got any gains, anything even close to that. Not even 10% of that. But let's just say the ROI was like 150% or something, which is still good. In 8 days, I break even. I take that 50% profit. I take my initial investment. I just put the rest back in. That's all I'm gonna do. Why? Because it's still paying. So I'm not gonna take all my money out and salute to the screen, and then put my money in something else that's probably not gonna pay. I'm gonna ride this till the wheels fall off, like I do with every freaking project. Well, not every, but a lot of the bullish projects. That's what I do. But I'm gonna take my initial away, so if something weird happens, I didn't lose any money. That's something. Since I've been on there over 2 years that I've been showing you guys my journey, that's something that I just never really did. I'll throw $1,000 at a project. That's like my magic number. And I'll ride, and some projects crash to the floor and I'll never take profit. Eventually you got to learn and you got to change. So on this one, of course I could take the whole thing. It'll be a B if I actually don't do that. But you got to think about it like this. And I'm talking about lower numbers. I'm talking about if we got 100% ROI or something where you basically just get your same thing back plus double. That'll be like $1,400. I'll take my initial, which will be $1,000, and I'll take the rest, and I'll just do a long-term miner. I might not even take. I'll probably get enough to still do 2 miners, and maybe I'll take half and get. I don't know. More than likely, I'm looking at my initial, taking my initial back. So if something weird happens, I didn't lose no money. That's like the smarter thing. So I'm trying to stick with that. Now, of course, right now we at 7,000%. We have some crazy number. The more people get in, that's a higher chance of people selling. But unlike TitanX, you're not about to sell on day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, or 7. You're not gonna have the opportunity to sell until the 8th day. That's something different because in TitanX you can do a 1-day, 2-day mint, and the price. What ends up happening is the price end up dumping because people trying to get their ROI and people trying to get their profit. So if I were to do a 1-day mint and is at a 5,000%, who not gonna sell? Who not gonna at least take that chance and just do a whole bunch of? Then you take that 1-day mint, you take the money from that, and then you just do a whole bunch of other short-term mints. Let's say day 2 you can't do a 2 or 3. Then you can still do a 3. You can still do a 4, 5, or 6. Like so that'll be causing way more fluctuation in the price on the downside because that's motivation for people to sell the asset for something else basically. So in this instance, people will be selling DripX for wrap drip and then doing whatever with the wrap drip, right? So I actually like that they increased the 8-day, but they don't want to make it out too far because then that's going to scare people off. Like, no, I don't want to wait that long. So they did the 8-day, right? You know what I'm saying? So the price of DripX is decent. The price of wrap drip is decent. Don't fall for no FUD. You should know better. The reason why you should know better is you can literally just look on the screen and see if what people are saying are true. When I'm looking in the Telegram, what people are saying is, as far as people fudding, is not adding up to what I'm seeing on the screen. Like when guys were saying, now the slippage on Pancake Swap was high in like the first 10 minutes. So I didn't get, let me show y'all the stake real quick. I couldn't stake. Well, I could, but I didn't want to pay 10% slippage. I didn't want to pay 17. The highest I saw was 17%. I didn't want to pay that. Or at least that's what I was clicking in, because the button wasn't going to highlight. Like, this button wasn't going to show. Well, I don't, whatever button I was trying to do. The button wasn't going to show. When you enter, that button wasn't going to show unless your slippage was high enough to execute that transaction. So it was kind of high. So what I did, I said I'm going to wait on the staking, even though the price of Wrap Drip was dropping. So my stake, and here's another thing. I don't see none of my stakes. These are people. Now listen, I wasn't in TitanX, so how do I know this stuff but other people don't know? What I'm trying to say is there's no excuses for the ignorance that was happening in the chat that's probably still happening. The reason why people didn't see their stakes if they correctly purchased their stakes is because they didn't click on manage staking. You click on manage staking, it'll show you your stakes. I got one stake, and I staked it for the maximum amount of days at the time. I'm not sure if that number is going to increase or decrease, but I staked for the maximum days. Why? Because I can't buy another miner anyway, because I don't have enough money, because the price of whatchamacallit started dropping. I bought some Wrap Drip. So I remember yesterday I said I was gonna I had all my money in Wrap Drip because the price of Wrap Drip was increasing. At one point I had 3.6 BNB, but when I first started I had 2.8 BNB or something like that. So in the previous video I showed you guys, dang, my money went up, blah blah blah. And then at night the price of Wrap Drip was going down. And one thing we know is people like to do the wildest stuff at night. So I'm like, you know what? Let me put my money back into BNB. So I sold the Wrap Drip back for BNB because the price of the BNB was appreciating. It still is right now. So I'm like, instead of putting it in a stable coin or instead of leaving it in Wrap Drip, I'll just put it back into BNB until tomorrow. Tomorrow came, then I sold some. I sold 1%. I sold point. What did I sell, bro? I sold 0.7 or 0.8, whatever the number was, BNB back into Wrap Drip. So I was doing a little bit of trading, but I venture to say people who are trading are getting wrecked right now because the price of Wrap Drip started dropping. So people thought I'm gonna swap this drip over, I'm gonna ride it on up. Like, I mean, some people did not get wrecked. Obviously, the reason why the price going down is because people start selling. So some people ain't getting wrecked, but a lot of people are getting wrecked trying to trade. So my price of whatchamacallit was at like 280 or something like that, and then it just dropped down here. But at that time I already had bought my Wrap Drip, because you need Wrap Drip in order to buy DripX. And once you buy DripX, what you gonna do with it? You gonna stake it, right? Or else you're gonna have to sell it again, because this is what people were doing. They didn't got the DripX, they got scared, and then they tried to sell the DripX. That's why look at the price. The price is, hold on. Look at the price, right? The price. Oh yeah, I gotta wait for this stuff to populate. But I'm looking at the wrong thing. The price is going up and down. So it'll be the 3 zeros and a 3.6, and then you'll see it drop the 3 zeros and a 3.1, because somebody's selling a DripX back for Wrap Drip, and then they probably selling that Wrap Drip, because obviously this is what I'm saying, traders getting wrecked. Because after you do that, you done lost money. And let's say you change your mind and you want to come back in, then you just lost some more money. That's why some of you guys, that's why I released, and I'm nobody important in regards to like influencers and on crypto and all that. So I'm not trying to pull no rank, but that's the reason why I released that video on my strategy, because maybe that would have helped somebody out there to at least think about things. You don't have to, maybe the stuff I was saying wasn't even that correct, but at least it'll get you thinking. And then you could have, and I gave you references in that video. Go watch Stunner Breezy. Go watch Ray from Bartertown Conglomerate. And watch those same videos. I wasn't in TitanX, but I still was able to execute a strategy and actually put it on the screen somewhere. Actually put it into action. So I went from words to actions to more actions or whatever. So long story short, you could have did the same thing. From the time of that video, you had like 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? So people tripping in the Telegram, don't fall for that. They don't know what they talk. A lot of guys who FUD don't know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? So that's my overall experience. That's what I did. Let's go back to managed miners. Click on that. So if you know what I'm saying, on a bullish note, if it were to have some ROI percentage like that, we would have been walking away with a crazy ass number. Now, did that happen in TitanX? I didn't. It's hard to, because the algorithm on YouTube is going to show you videos that it thinks you want to see. So it's hard for me to independently find video. They're going to keep showing me the same people over and over, and you're going to keep scrolling. They're going to keep showing you the same people that you've already watched, unless you use some type of VP. Like, there's other things you can do, but I wasn't trying to do all that. So it was hard for me to find more sources for videos. I got recommended about 6 guys, and I just kept watching them same people, hoping something else would pop up, and it wasn't. So I went back to Stunner and Ray primarily. But maybe what I'm trying to say is maybe people were getting some crazy ROIs in day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Because remember, on this one, you can't do anything shorter than 8 days. So we don't know. Maybe if it does do something bullish, then we're going to be the first ones to find out. And of course, people who got in before me are going to sell before me. Because you can't say, oh, I ain't going to sell. I mean, you can ultimately get the TitanX. You don't have to, not TitanX, the DripX. Like, when I claim on that day, I don't have to sell the DripX. I can just stake it. I don't have to sell that. But let's keep it 100. Who gonna really do that? Who gonna do that at 100% unless you already balling? I'm not balling, so it don't make sense for me to say, okay, I got whatever. Let's just pretend it's gonna be like that. I'm not saying it is, but let's just pretend. I got this amount, and I'm about to take the whole thing and stake it. Let's be real. Nobody gonna do that, man. But I'm gonna take a decent amount and buy a whole bunch of miners. Why? Because I can set myself up for the rest of the year at prices like that. Even a fraction of this, 10% of that, I can buy a bunch of miners with that and then just ride on products. Because at least I got content to make on the channel now. Now I can make content on the channel. I don't want to keep making products about hypes that's going to last 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day. You know what I'm saying? The Telegram. Like, no. I don't, I don't like doing that. I'll do that if there's nothing else to do and I ain't made a video all month. Then I'll bring something. But I'd rather come and participate with trusted devs, like I spoke about in the previous video. So I'm trying to provide you guys as much transparency as possible from a novice level, because I'm jumping in this just like any other new person. The only difference is there's a chance that I did more research. There's a chance that, I applied what I learned better than some other people because I took it more serious. Like, I'm not. And that's the reason why I keep referencing people in the Telegram who are not doing that. So you can have a reference point on drawing a comparison. You know what I'm saying? So I've and also this is documenting purposes. So I can, if things play out bullish or whatever, I can come back and look at this video and say, this is what I was talking about. You get those or whatever. So you document this stuff. But there were some people, based on, this is hearsay because I didn't see it. I saw one guy, I forgot his name. It's something Mo on TitanX. I saw him turn 5 racks into 25 racks, or 4 racks into 25 racks, or something like that. I did see that. But at the time when I watched that video, I didn't fully understand what I was looking at. So I learned way more after watching videos like that. That's my only reference point I have for somebody doing something crazy. Or earning something crazy. I heard people made millions. I didn't see that. I heard people made hundreds of thousands. I didn't see that. The only thing I saw that was significant was, I forgot his name. My bad, bro, if you see this. But something Mo. Crypto Mo. I don't know. I'm probably sure that's not his name. But that's another reference. For people, the reason why that's important is I'm just trying to show you that it's possible to achieve a bullish ROI and actually make some money in the ecosystem or in the project. And the guy who made that money, he restaked it. I'm telling you, I'm not going to do that. He restaked the whole thing in TitanX. Now, if TitanX recover, now that might be bullish once Hyper come out and the price reverses, then you'll be a genius. You know what I'm saying? I can only speak from my scenario. I probably would have took, if I did do something bullish, I would have took half and did it. That's probably what I would have did. You know what I'm saying? But at that time, TitanX was still bullish. or more bullish than it is right now, based on what I've seen. So why is that important again? It's possible that DripX could do something crazy. You could put $1,000 in and maybe you make 5,000. Who knows? So I'm looking at a bunch of different scenarios. So when the time comes, I'm not confused. When the ball when the ball when I was about to say when the ball dropped, but when Matt or whoever put the link in the chat, by the time he put the link in the chat, I already had stuff set up on PancakeSwap. I had the Rap Drip address set up on PancakeSwap, and I was just waiting for them to release the DripX address. But even before that, I went and got miners, because with miners you only need BNB. Everybody know how to get BNB. I saw some comments in the Telegram of people saying, "I give up. I can't figure out how to take exchange ETH for DripX." I'm like, "What? ETH for DripX?" Like, bro, come on, man. Like, but some people probably saw that and started selling. You know what I'm saying? Like, that guy need to go to changenow.io. That guy need to go to freaking Houdini Swap. Like, that guy need to go to Changely, which I think they might make you KYC now, but I don't know. That guy could have did something. That guy wasn't prepared. You got to be prepared. So I'm making this video and my other videos to show you my journey, and hopefully this will help somebody out there. As of right now, wait, hold on, I'm bugging. So hold on. I don't know if the daily drip cap, I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna turn out, but you might still have a chance to do 8 days, 9 days, 50, whatever days. You might still have a chance to do that. You know what I'm saying? These days right here, it's confusing. I don't 100% know how to give you the information on that, because each one is giving you a different it looks like I think the overall this 300 billion is the daily cap no matter what. But when you get to sliding and you see this amount, I'm not sure if that's the amount per that day. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to come back to that. But regardless, no matter what day might be more bullish, everybody gonna have their own strategy. For me, I'd rather get something out while the price is high. That's my strategy. Get something out of the system while the price is high, and then I can set myself up to do stuff like that. Cause then I can't lose. My goal is to get my my initial investment as fast as possible. And the fastest way to do that, in my opinion, is to do an 8-day mint. Or, of course, you can go the staking route and hopefully get as much BNB and rewards based on how much you put in 8 days. But for me, that's a little bit more confusing for me to find that out, because it's harder for me to calculate what the rewards are going to be. And I think Matt, Hustle Man Matt said something about putting 0.1% liquidity or something. I don't got enough information to really speak on that confidently. So that's one of the reasons why I chose to do an 8-day miner in comparison to my initial strategy was to stake it all, to use Rap Drip to buy DripX and then stake it all, to be more specific. So I didn't go that route because I'm like, yo, I don't know how this is going to calculate in regards to the 8-day rewards, the 16-day rewards, and all. I don't know how that's going to go. You know, maybe I don't even know if the website is updated enough to see something like that. You know, we already got something in the buy and burn 1 and 2, so that's dope. Let me see, how much is that? I mean, it's 1,000 BNB. This number is harder for me to look at. I'm thinking that's almost 400,000 in the V2 buy and burn, and almost 600,000 in the V1 buy and burn. All right. So, we gonna see, man. I'm still learning some of this stuff. use Pancake Swap private RPC. So you're gonna have to mess around with you're gonna have to mess around with this RPC in either your MetaMask, your Rabby wallet, or whatever you're using. All right, I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna keep it real. I have some of these tabs I didn't even click on. Oh dang! So you can do this right on here. It'll auto default the DripX token, and then you can just get it in. So I'm glad I caught this so I can provide that value on this video. You can do it right on there. So I went to the independent website. I showed you guys the buy and burn payouts. All right, so I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. I didn't even look at this, bro. So, but I didn't speak that. But in my opinion, I don't think I spoke too much about it. So let's just say I put $130 worth of whatchamacallit at the time. It was higher, but when people started selling, the price went down. So let's just say I'm getting on every 8 days. I'm getting at the current price. It's gotta preface that I'm getting $137. That means it's gonna take me. Let's just say I'm trying to get my Now I can't really say this like how I want to say it because I didn't do that with my investment. What do I mean by that? If I would have took the whole $1,000 worth of BNB or whatever token, I'll just say BNB. Maybe in 8 days I probably would have made it. Maybe in 8 days, because so far it looks like my estimated payout is based on the what is it called? My estimated payout is based on how much my was worth at the time. That's what it looked like. So in 8 days I'll make 137. So maybe I would have ROI on 8 days regardless of what I did. Because if I would have put the 1,000 in here, this probably would say estimated payout 1,000. I mean, that sounds even more bullish to keep it with 100 with you, because we're dealing with a BNB payout instead of two other tokens like DripX, and you selling that for AI drip. That's a little bit more intimidating, because you gotta watch more prices and stuff with the B. That's the reason why initially I was gonna do this. But you have in 8 days, if things play out like what I was saying, then I would have made way more than $1,000, obviously, right? And we're gonna go right back to that, so because I'm documenting this for myself as well. So let's just play the which one is worth it game. We haven't played them games in a long time. Let's play the which one is worth it game, right? So I'm gonna go back to my miners, manage miners. Let's just say this happens right here. That means in 8 days I would have made $54,000. Obviously, that's more bullish than $137 in 8 days. Am I bugging? And of course, in a month time, but that's not even relevant calculating the month, because we talk about 8 days. So in 8 days, you have the chance of making more with a miner, but you're exposed to more risk. I could be wrong about that. It looks like you're exposed to more risk because you're dealing with BNB, you're dealing with DripX, and you're dealing with Wrap Drip. With this one, you're getting paid out in BNB, so it might be more safe to just buy Wrap Drip, swap that for DripX, and stake it. That might be safer. The one thing you got to worry about is you get paid more on a longer staking term, but what that means is you ain't gonna get your DripX until the end of that term. So for me, whatever day, I think like 3,000 days or something like that. So you locking up your tokens for X amount of days, which is, to keep it real, that's bullish for the price. That's like a temporary burn, in my opinion, because you're taking it off the market, you're taking it out the circulating supply for 3,000 some days. If I'm wrong about that, put it in the comment section, because I ain't gonna hesitate to tell you guys I'm new to a project that operates like this. You know what I'm saying? Global cycle payout is 33,000 so far. My estimated payout, and this is just so far, $39. I'm not sure my estimated payout and what time. I'm not sure how that's going to be calculated, but maybe this is the 888-day payout would be $39. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just another one of these, but just different days. So in 8 days, I might make $137 if the prices were the same. And that's every 8 days. This is as long as until your term expires. So for me, I'll be getting whatever it is every 8 days for 3,000 days or something like that. So this has a potential to be bullish staking, because if we think about something like TitanX, where people are creating products, now the community sentiment isn't high for them products, except the ones that's going to be made by Jake, based on my research, which is Hyper, is the main one that I know about. But when something like that comes around, let's say they eat 2 zeros, now them boys back in the game. And let's not forget that Hustle Man Matt said something about eating some zeros in that AMA with I forgot them guy's name. I forgot that channel's name, but he said some bullish stuff. And I think Drip Coach, shout out to Drip Coach, he said, and during his information, he highlighted it. So we ain't gonna let him off the hook. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what I'm trying to say. We ain't gonna let him off the hook. But if we eat zeros, like, even if we ate zeros and lost them in the process, I don't know, man. I just know so far, so good. There's not really much I can complain about, or else I'll be complaining about it. If I'm missing something, leave it in the comment section. Of course, it's gonna be a long ass video as usual, like I usually do. I'm trying to work on that, but I haven't been making as many videos. I'm new to these type of projects, and I want to be as thorough as possible. So when I come revisit this stuff, I can get that sense of, I think I gave as much information as I could, and hopefully this helps somebody out there. You know, we got 2,422 shares, 2,400 shares, because that's going to dictate your payouts based on how many shares you got. So you kind of want to jump in and get this stuff early. You want to do this stuff early so you can have more shares based on your base. You get more bang for your buck, basically. So this not really a product or a project you want to sit and wait a day, wait 2 days. I'm gonna wait a week. Like, if you're doing that, you're missing out on hella shares. And in regards to mining, you're missing out on your D rank and the early adoption amplifier, which that looks similar to Zen to me. Like those two metrics look similar to Zen. Except, you know, it's almost like they combined Zen with the DB Zen mixed with Titan. Well, TitanX DNA comes from that, in my opinion. I could be wrong. It looked like TitanX with and I want to end this video right here. Last year is when them DB Zen, around this time is when them DB Zen products were coming out. More specific, the Ethereum one, and people were making a lot of money. People were turning 1 Ethereum into 7 Ethereum in like very short amount of time. And I said, yo, what if somebody does that for Drip? It literally just happened. That was a year ago. It just happened. So of course, this is like one of those situations where you wish you can go back in time and participate in something. That's literally what just happened. Oh, I went back in time and I was able to get in on that thing, but in my own way. Now I didn't have to take chances doing something else. They literally did that thing that I ain't trying to take no credit. I know I wasn't the only one who said that on record. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to take credit for that, but I'm just trying to say I took action based on something that I said I would do. Because all these things are connected, you know what I'm saying? And this is not my opinion. These things are literally connected. So you got the DNA of bullish products that people either got rich on or made a lot of money. Getting in early. Are you going to wait on the sidelines and you know, potentially be safe and not lose no money, but potentially miss out on making a lot of money? That's going to be up to you. But they literally just brought all this stuff full circle. And then Drip, one thing about Drip that other products don't have is a community with thousands, tens of thousands of people who are still tapped in. These ain't tens of thousands of people who walked away. And if they did, it's still in their DNA. So they're going to know about it. It's going to be up to them if they participate. They might do it on the down low. But they're still going to know about it. It's going to be hard to run away from it. Even that example I gave you guys yesterday, like, oh, if the price of which we call the tank, that's gonna turn a lot of people off from going into freezer products. I wanna recant that statement, and I wanna add on to it, because the price of drip and the price of wrap drip, there is a difference there. There is like a 2 cent difference or 1 cent difference, but the conversion is different. Or I could be bugging on this. You might have 30,000 drip. When you wrap it, you're not gonna get 30,000 wrap drip. Out of that 30,000 drip, you might get 2,000 wrap drip, or it's gonna be a crazy difference in the number. And to me, that's bullish. Why is that bullish? Because people who got a bunch of liquid drip are not gonna be able to impact the price like I thought they were. They're not gonna be, and I already knew that, but I didn't put it into the right perspective. They're not gonna be able to just dump drip, and it's gonna affect wrap drip in a crazy way. They better off just wrapping it and getting with the program, because you don't know when another opportunity that's going to utilize drip that you're sitting on that's doing nothing. You don't know when another opportunity like that is going to happen. I mean, how long are you going to wait? It's been 3 years. How long are you going to wait? Especially after 8 days, if a guy like me get a 4X, a 3X, a 10X, a 100X, whatever it ends up being, then you're going to feel like you just missed out. Now, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I ain't about to go too far into that, but it's not as dramatic. Of course, what people selling is going to affect the price, like people selling drip, but it's not going to have the impact on wrap drip as much as one would think. So if you send on a bunch of wrap drips, you're not, the conversion is not going to be, it's not going to be, I got 100,000 wrap drip, I got 100,000 drip, and I'm about to get 100,000 wrap drip. If that conversion is happening like that, let me know, because I know I probably made some mistakes in what I'm saying, but that's the reason I'm asking you guys. Let me know in the comments, and don't just say you were wrong and walk away. Tell me exactly why I was wrong, because some people say, oh, he can't read, and then just walk away, or he was wrong and just walk away. You got to tell me what I was wrong about, which you won't do, because it's going to probably expose the fact that you're wrong and I'm right, or I'm closer to right than you are. But I don't mind being incorrect, or else I wouldn't make myself vulnerable on jumping into a project with that has a lot of moving parts, or more than the ones that we used to jump in, as you put your money in and you just sit and wait. Like, no, you gotta form some kind of strategy. You gotta think about something. You gotta know how to move some currency, right? You gotta know something, man. So while we're doing this video, while we're doing this live, wherever it ends up being presented to you, preview, whatever, the price of DripX is doing pretty damn good. It's even higher than it was before. It's 3 zeros and a 4.8. Will Hustle Man Matt be correct and it eat a zero? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But so far, at least this dashboard money is fun to look at. But the closer we get to that 8 days, the more crazier it's going to be. So you still got some time to jump in and do whatever freaking day you want to do, man. We got 7 days and 22 hours left. 0.8% progress has elapsed. Or happened. ROI is something crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that'll go down in history. Any crazy ROI is going to go down in history. And then people in the drip ecosystem can brag once again. People in the drip ecosystem can stunt. And any decent, any okay. Well, I ain't gonna say what okay is, because then people can hold you to that. But any decent ROI for me would be worth it based on what I deposited with drip, because I deposited like at least over 20K. I got back probably 2K max. I think I got about 2K max, maybe 3. I was about 3K back. So anything decent coming from here is all right with me. But I'm still not about to call Forex names, because without Forex, this wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the like button. Make sure you guys like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe to this video. And make sure you guys be nice to this video. If you made it this far in this video, type the word video in the comment section. This is Icy, and I'll see you guys on the next one.